Now then, our next guest started out as a teenager in pop group Street Band and Q-Tips, but it was a successful solo career that saw Paul Young transition into a teen idol.
So good. All our yesterdays.
Love it.
All our yesterdays as he prepares for his new UK tour. Paul joins us now. You're off again. So you were on tour last year with the release of your coffee table book as well at the same time.
That's right, yeah.
And then you're back on the road. There's no stopping you.
No, it's similar to that because it was a success.
Yeah.
And the promoter wanted to add some more dates. But I've done a reshuffle on the show, so there's a few different things being talked about in the show. Because what I do is I tell stories behind things that happen, you know.
Yeah.
People might see it on TV. I go, yeah, but how that happened was this and that, or something happened on that particular day, you know. So we tell stories. And there's a lot of things on the road that happen to you that you don't think is going to happen to you as a musician, but they do, you know. And so they're like backstories behind the end thing that people see.
Yeah.
And then also we show some videos, talk about those. And we've changed a few of the songs that we do. We're doing 6 acoustic songs now. And it plays the first 2 albums off against each other, really.
OK.
There's No Parlez, Secret of Association, so we're both really big.
Yeah.
And it'd be interesting to see in various places one show of hands might say No Parlez.
So they can choose. So the audience are going to be allowed to choose which song
I might
they
even
want.
go, well, it all depends which one you choose. And if you choose the second album, I'll be doing this song. And if you choose the first one, I'll be doing that
So good.
next, you know.
Power to the people.
Yeah, I love the idea
just
of
a bit-
all the stories, though, because there are so many stories that
Oh,
you've
there's so
got.
many, yeah. We've got ones called The LA Doctor. I had to meet a mafia guy once, and that was a bit of a shocker, yeah.
You survived, you lived to survive the tale,
Because
though.
he took his girlfriend to the show and
Right.
Wanted to show off a bit, but we had to rush off because the record company were going to give me an award in a nightclub. And so he was a bit annoyed, so I had to be arranged to meet him.
A meeting with the mafia boss.
You don't want to
I
annoy them.
expand on that one.
I look forward to that one. But there's so many. I mean, there's last-minute duet with George Michael at Wembley. How did that come about?
Yeah, that's another one. The backstory to that is he was never going to be there at that point because when it was announced, he'd already got something in the diary that he was going to do. And but I think it was the kind of thing, whether it was a personal appearance or whatever, it was something where he said, I'm going to try and move the time that I'm doing it, and then I'm going to do everything I can to get to the Prince's Trust. And so when we got there, they told me he wanted to do every time you go away, and I said, I just did it. I've done 3 songs. And then they said, yeah, but it would be great if you go back and do it with George on the encore. So we just had 10 minutes to run through the song, and he remembered everything I said. Didn't put a foot wrong, you know.
Just randomly said, I just want to do...
Yeah, let's do it.
He said it was his favourite pop song that was in the charts at that time. And he said, I know all the words, so I won't need a cheat sheet.
How amazing is that, Paul?
I love the idea of that time as well when you almost didn't meet David Bowie because you were in LA and in a restaurant. I do things like that all the time where I get a bit shy to say hello to people.
Yeah.
In actual fact, you always should. He came over to you, didn't he?
He did, yeah. So I said no because then it draws attention that he's there, and it was in a kind of a corner
with his wife.
You know. Yeah, with his wife. And so we left it, and we sat down, and then I'm looking at the menu. I got a tap on the shoulder, and I turn around, and I look down, and he's there. He's crouching down, and he just said, "I thought I'd come and say hello," which was he's such a gentleman.
Amazing.
Amazing.
You see, the mountain came to Mohammed. That's what it was. You see, sit and wait for. That's how it goes. How special. There's so much in it as well. Band-Aid, of course.
Yes.
You know, and of course, what has become such an iconic song that has made so many incredible moments and stories and money for really important charities. You got the opening line.
Yeah. Well, as you can see, I'm reading it there because it was all very new to me. I thought that, well, I'd got the bit in the middle first, and I did that quite early on. I think I was one of the earliest people to turn up, and Spandau weren't far behind. And since then, I've watched, because you remember things a certain way, and then actually you go, oh, no, it wasn't.
No, yeah.
I thought they left it until the end of the day before I got the first 2 lines. But watching it back, you can see other people that came after me, like Boy George and that. You can hear my voice in their headphones. So it was at some point during the day, I thought I was finished, and they said, can you have a go at the first 2 lines? And you hear Tony do it, I think, and maybe Simon as well.
Simon
and
Bond
then
and
they
Tony
must
Hadley.
have decided quite early, let's go with Paul's.
And let go, Paul.
Winner, winner, chicken dinner.
And do you know why they went with yours?
I don't know, other than I thought I did it very gentle, and so it gives the song a chance to build. That's the only thing I...
Well, we've actually got Midge at yours response to this because
We've actually got Midge.
We've actually got Midge. Well, our producer is Midge's daughter, and I said, get your dad to give us a reaction to this because you've said, I'm not 100% sure why they chose my voice. And this is what he said this morning.
Yeah.
Paul has one of the most distinctive voices in the UK at the time, as well as being hugely popular. We needed to grab people's attention straight away, and that's why he launches the song. And it does exactly that, doesn't it?
Absolutely.
It's so distinctive, it's so powerful.
Yes. Yeah, absolutely
that's nice
amazing.
Midge.
And then you also went on and did Radio Gaga as well, but you never got to meet Freddie.
No, this is the thing all the way through. I didn't get to meet him at Live Aid.
No.
I had so many close shaves. The guitarist Jamie that's doing the acoustic tour with me, he was working with Queen and Brian May for a long time, and he'd met Freddie a few times as well, you know, but not me.
Oh,
it's such a shame.
We've got too much to talk about.
Yeah,
We're going to have
do.
to come to see the gig. Paul will talk you through so many of these stories about so many of those moments. You've hurt your leg as well, sadly. We haven't got into that. Well, fingers crossed you're OK for the tour, because that's been pretty brutal, hasn't it? The recovery from it.
Yeah, the recovery taken a long time, but I think I've got to the point now where I look a bit saddle sore.
He just
Hard day in the
walks a
saddle.
bit like a pirate.
Just do it sitting down. That's the lovely thing about an acoustic set.
Yeah.
It's lovely to see you. Thank you
you.
for coming in.
Thank you.
And sharing some of those stories.
Tickets for Paul's tour from No Parlez to The Secret of Association are available now.
That'll be a really,
It'll be an
really
amazing
special.
night,
Oh, hello.
yeah.
Thank you for visiting our This Morning YouTube channel. We upload tons of new content every single day. So hit the subscribe button, like all the videos, and don't miss out. We'll see you in the morning.